The Fantasy Footballer Studio is sponsored by Walmart. Welcome to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Oh, welcome in. Oh, so soon. It's so soon, everyone. I feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it. Like I can hear everyone shouting it in their brain.
Any minute now.
Soon.
Welcome in, one and all. Andy, Mike, and Jason, the Fantasy Footballers Podcast, back for September 2nd, Week 1.
Week 1, baby.
Week 1 of the NFL season begins now. Hopefully you all enjoyed the long weekend, the holiday weekend, the draft day weekend. We completed our League of Record draft last night, and Al Borland, the current reigning champion, he did it up.
He did.
And
I feel like he had a very successful rope-a-dope, too. I didn't hear him talking about it at all. And it's like, I know he's going to do something. He has to. But there was that little voice. I'm like, he really hasn't mentioned it. What he's, like, I got plans and
like,
I'm going to be doing all this. And
His plans included having to call the local fire department and discuss with them what was going to happen.
This is not a joke.
he spoke with the local fire chief. I guess he wanted to make sure that the pyrotechnics that were part of his draft opening celebration. Do you have that picture?
We're office safe.
Do you have that picture that you can put up on the screen, Al? Because if people are watching on YouTube, youtube.com/thefantasyfootballers, I'll send we sent a picture over. We took one last night, and we'll have them put it up on the screen here. There it is.
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
There's the picture of the
pyrotechnics in the picture.
I'll describe it to you.
You can't see the lights, Jeremy.
I don't even know what I'm allowed to say because I don't know what your wife knows about what you spent on draft day. But let's just say there's more equipment in the office than we used to have, including lighting rigs and pyrotechnics.
And smoke machines.
Was that
and
fog?
Smoke
What
gun.
was that gun?
That thing was awesome.
Yeah, there's a fog gun.
A
So wait,
fog
that was
gun?
separate than the fog machine?
Oh, yeah.
No, that
So you bought both, acquired both of those.
Correct.
Okay.
acquired.
And my wife knows I bought it all. She just doesn't
okay.
know how much it costs.
Okay. Well, we had our League of Record draft, and it was a good time. I know.
It changes everything. Our league being done, our draft last night, completely makes football here. It's we're looking at week 1 matchups, and I play Mike week 1, which is unfortunate because,
For one of us.
Yeah, well, your team is
Should be good.
it should be.
Should
you got
be.
a lot more draft capital.
It should be good.
Than the two of us coming in yesterday. So that's going to be tough sledding. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see how months of all this work and talk and yada yada jibber jabber. It's like now
That's a description of our show.
yes, now we get to see what happens.
Yeah, all the Bill Kroskis of the world get out there and play some football. I drafted a great team from 2018. Nick Chubb's on the roster, J.K. Dobbins on the roster, Kareem Hunt's on the roster.
That's how you get upside.
I mean, I'm sure that the Falcon will share some League of Record rosters against my will. I went in there with as naked as a man can get.
Your second pick was in the 7th round, which were a 3 keeper. So really, it's like the 10th
and one
round.
of my keepers was Joe Mixon.
Right.
So no, I have nothing on this roster. I went all in last year, and Al beat me in the title game. So you'll see all the rosters. Mike's team is. Mike was the one that got watered.
Yeah, because everything went real bad.
Yeah, so last year went bad. This year the draft went good for Mike, so we'll see. He is one CMC injury away from being depressed, though.
That's why I don't want to play him in week 1 because he's got CMC right now. But if our first game against each other was week 3, I don't know. Maybe he won't.
But this is week 1. A couple of big announcements. Lots of you drafted this past week, and hopefully, I saw so many rosters. So many players
it's
using
beautiful.
the UDK to set up that sweet draft team. But a couple of things. One, the Megalo Bowl is still going on. There are draft times today and a final draft tomorrow. A lot of people sent me tweets and stuff this weekend. Can I still get into the Megalo Bowl? The answer is yes. We have, I guess, technically 2 more drafts because one is like happening right now. We have a Tuesday evening draft, so tonight, and then Wednesday morning, and then all of the Megalo Bowl drafts will be done. You can learn about that at megalobowl.com. Now, if you wanted to be a part of the Megalo Bowl, one of the easiest things you can do is if you bought the UDK, we give you a dollar for dollar credit on the UDK towards an ultimate membership. So the draft kit is part of the draft season, and then we have an in-season app and in-season tools, including the ultimate dashboard and a bunch of in-season optimization tools for your lineup. And if you want to be a part of that, that is what the Foot Clan is. Here's what I recommend. If you bought the UDK or the UDK Plus and you're not a member of the Foot Clan and you want a dollar for dollar credit, go to the website, jointhefoot.com. Go down on the page, make sure you're logged in with your account, and the credit will show up right there in the ultimate membership. So that's all you got to do. Papa Josh, I'm looking at you. Did I miss anything there? Because you're going to
You want to do it on web, not in the app, so that you get that credit automatically.
That's right. The credit will automatically apply if you go to jointhefoot.com and you're logged in with your UDK account. And you can sign up for the ultimate membership, which is a year-round subscription. You get the UDK every year, the DFS Pass, the Dynasty Pass, the in-season tools.
The ultimate dashboard.
We did this last year. We finally set up one subscription for everything, for all the premium content done by the awesome team that we have, Kyle, Betsy, everybody involved. So,
and that's on the ultimate tier.
Yes. So that's that. The week 1 rankings, the start sit tool, the in-season app, all that stuff is up right now on the website, thefantasyfootballers.com. Lots of free tools and resources over there as well. And you can follow the show on X at the FF Ballers. Follow Jason at JasonFFL, Mike at FF Hitman. I'm at Andy Holloway over there. And you can watch the show, including Sunday Live this week.
Oh, baby.
Right before kickoff, Mike will be live with you on youtube.com/thefantasyfootballers. Tilting away, start-sit decisions. Even though it's week 1, there will be decisions to be made. And we're excited. And, man, football on Thursday. Let's get this show on the road.
Undrafted Gems, presented by Walmart.
All right, it is our last chance to share some undrafted gems with you.
I'm going to jump in here first because I'm trying to look through our draft, and as of right now, it looks like this man remains an undrafted gem, which is, I think, kind of foolish by you guys. Like my draft was done early just due to pick trading.
Doo-doo?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Is that
you.
a tootin' joke?
Thank you for calling that out. It's Romeo Doubs, Green Bay Packers wide receiver. Last year averaged 77% of the snaps. Using our strength of schedule tool that's in the Ultimate Draft Kit, these first few weeks, man, at least of, obviously defenses change, but the matchup with Detroit, I know the over-under is outrageous. Then you get Washington, should be another high-scoring game, and then Cleveland, you might be able to beat up on them, and then Dallas, which should be another high-scoring game. Meanwhile, looking at the wide receiver room for the Green Bay Packers, Jayden Reed is still going to try and play, but he has a fracture in his foot. His foot has a break in it, and I know he's going to try and play through it. Tough guy and everything, but things can get worse real fast on those things. And yes, Matthew Golden, it remains to be seen, is the rookie. When will the rookie be ready to take over? Romeo Doubs has been there. He's just been a consistent player. He's not, I won't say super special, but when he has been called upon by the Green Bay Packers to be their number 1 guy, he's come through with really decent fantasy football production. And there were whispers this offseason, a couple of tweets, from beat reporters saying Doubs looks a little different in this offseason, this training camp. So if he takes any type of level up, there's a chance that Romeo Doubs is the overall number 1 wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers. A chance. And he's, like our league, going undrafted. And I think that he is, if nothing else, a safe floor play for the first month for teams out there that you're looking at your roster going, man, I just need a guy to put in my flex, a guy who's going to get me a few points. Romeo Doubs can do that, and I think with the chance of something great happening.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's funny because some of these undrafted gems, like the guy I'm going to bring up, it's like, I think it's a really good play week 1. It's just so hard when you look at the whole season to say, I'm going to take this guy over the other guys that, I see the potential for and start him week 1. I'm bringing up Hunter Henry.
Right.
Hunter Henry has the best strength of schedule to start the season imaginable. It's number 1 easiest for tight ends over the first month. And he's gotten off to a really hot start the last couple of years.
Week 1.
Week 1 and week 2.
Yeah.
The last 2 years in those 2 weeks, 4 total games, he has been the tight end 1 or the tight end 2, 3 of the 4 of those weeks. And then you match that with, the new offense. Drake May's doing great. I mean, last year he led the team in targets, in first downs, in receiving yards. They gave him a 3-year, $27 million extension.
Which I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and then he's got
Hunter
a great
Henry
schedule.
is the most forgettable player on the planet.
Right.
People ignore him all the time, every time.
He's 100% on waivers. Like, no one, unless you're in a dynasty league, he is not drafted. But he's probably a really good week 1 start. So if you went late round tight end, maybe just grab him and start him over whoever you drafted. Because I think he's going to get off to a hot start.
There are a bunch of players that are hot start players that will probably be good players to trade away. And Dobbs could be one of them because Golden's ascension mixed with the return of Christian Watson. Another one is my guy, Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen is my undrafted gem because look at the team. Look at the team right now. Jordan Addison is going to miss 3 weeks. When Addison comes back, I'm not going to want Thielen. It's not going to be enough, right? With Hawkinson and Jefferson and Addison, I don't think there'll be enough for him. But the first 3 or 4 weeks, Adam Thielen, back home in Minnesota, Monday Night Football, Jefferson coming off the hamstring. I think Adam Thielen's an undrafted spot start, much like Romeo Dobbs is. But it is interesting. There's a number of players that are like, when some people get back, maybe they won't be as good. I mean, that Xavier Worthy, is he a player that you, depending on what you believe about Rashee Rice, Worthy should have a great start to this season. So should Kelsey. But when Rashee Rice comes back in 6 weeks,
right,
do you make an adjustment? Like, we'll have to break down all the players in that category. Even, I hate to say this one.
Don't say it.
But Emeka Egbuka. There's a world where, like, that start is so great. Now, you don't have to trade him because he's a youngster and he may just,
a first-round pick.
He may be a superstar forever. But look, a freshly paid Chris Godwin returns from injury and will be competing for targets. I'm not saying you trade Egbuka, but Evans, Godwin will both get targets on this team no matter what. There are a bunch of players in that category where it's like, okay, when they're back out there, maybe you cash in.
Yeah, it's just a good reminder of when you leave the draft very often, and look, I can look in the mirror and I can say I'm guilty of this. You look at your roster and you're like, oh, look at that thing. All year long, baby. You're like, that's just
set it and forget it.
Yeah, it's just that's not how it works.
Oh, no, we're going to have devastating injuries this weekend.
You're going to have those, and you're going to have guys who just it doesn't work out for one reason or another, and it's just a good reminder of don't look at the schedule in totality. Be like, okay, got this. No, you got to break this thing down because you can. If you start 1 and 2, 1 and 3, you get overwhelmed you're like, how can I ever possibly come back from this? And it's break the season down. Break the season down into chunks. Your next 2 games, who are players that can fill in for those 2 weeks and give me some points? And that's how you sneak your way into the playoffs after a bad start and you eventually get a championship.
Absolutely. No, by the way, Hunter Henry, career earnings, $73,860,000.
The one who does not forget about Henry is his bank account.
No. When people are like, wait, you played in the NFL? He's like, yeah.
A little bit.
Little bit. All right, that was Undrafted Gems presented by Walmart. Who knew that you can get what you need in as fast as an hour? Get free delivery on your first express delivery order with the code EXPRESS. Valid for first express delivery order, $50 minimum, subject to availability. Restrictions apply. We got news.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
The Steelers.
Go to Jason's cam.
Go to Jason's camera and put it on the do give him the spotlight.
Yeah.
The Steelers have signed running back Jaylen Warren to a 2-year extension that includes $12 million in guaranteed money. Mike, you immediately tweeted, I cannot wait to hear Jason FFL's breakdown of this contract. We did get the official depth chart this morning. Warren, Gainwell, Caleb Johnson. And Jason, I don't know if you have any thoughts on this. You and I could not
Nothing.
be more diametrically opposed on this player, but that's okay.
No, I don't think we are as opposed as you think we are on Jaylen Warren. We might be more opposed.
Oh, I'm in on Caleb.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. We are there. I still think Warren is actually he's a great pick. He's going too late in drafts right now. He's the presumed starter. I mean, where we are opposed is I think Caleb Johnson is an excellent elite running back who will eventually take over the lion's share of this backfield. He's starting slow as a rookie.
Are you saying in totality, or you just mean like the carries?
No, I mean in totality, including
okay.
some of the
That's
passing
where
work.
our differential
where it's
is
spicy.
because I didn't like the college tape the way you did. I thought Caleb was a very pedestrian average guy. And then it's a depth chart and a offensive coordinator that I don't trust.
When have the Steelers ever drafted a pedestrian running back with high draft capital?
Yeah, and giving him so much
Yeah, no,
work,
they do.
300-plus carries every year, and always, a running back one. I don't know.
Was he always a running back one?
Certainly not.
Always a running
Certainly
back.
not.
He was
Certainly
a
not.
running back one his rookie year, talking about Najee.
Yeah.
Always is a different word, though.
Yeah, then he was very much a running back too.
2. Okay. All right. Okay. 2. Always a running back 2
Uh-oh.
or better.
1, 2, tomato.
Anyways, Jaylen Warren, 2-year extension, deserves it. Congratulations. And he will start the year, at least, as their starter with some security. We knew that these two guys were both lame duck running backs last
Right.
year, and Warren ends up – they had Tindered him, right? And so
Yes, they did.
now they extended him.
And if you-
Tinder and extender.
If you nice, if you
Right? That's the
yeah,
phrase.
no, that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
people say that all the time.
Uh-huh.
If you missed the tweet from Rappaport when the extension first came in, it was very funny because it was like, hey, Jaylen Warren, who has played in whatever, like this amount of games, and he only has 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
They just gave him this money. It was like, Ian, what are you doing?
It was the opposite of
It was like 0 career
Yeah,
starts.
this was the opposite of a Pelissero tweet.
exactly.
Which Rappaport then amended the tweet. He took that part out.
did
It was
he?
like,
Yeah.
what are you doing, man?
All right, Quinshon Judkins. We got news from Mary Kay Cabot out of Browns camp, Browns beat reporter, talking about Quinshon Judkins could return to the team as early as this week. Now, he will face a league.
Is it a return if you've never been there?
Good point.
He will join the team.
He still needs a contract as of this recording. He still needs to be disciplined by the NFL. Some people think that DV will be in the 3 range. I've seen some more debate on that. It could be up to 6.
I cannot fathom how that could be possible because it's an automatic.
I don't think you're right about that.
Okay, I'll look into it.
I think there is a minimum,
Right.
But it's just the NFL. Because I've seen some people on Twitter like, well, how can they even suspend him? The case went away. The NFL has their own investigation that they go and they check. And honestly, if you make news and you make the Shield look bad, they come and they get you. They punish you.
We've
for
had it before where like Roethlisberger, right?
Right.
Was the charges were dropped? He was still suspended.
And you had the
So,
Zeke suspension years ago.
Florio had said that even with no formal charges, the standardized NFL personal conduct policy for domestic violence is 6 games.
Okay. Is it
Zeke was
6?
suspended 6 games for a DV allegation in 2017. So that's where I'm not saying it will be. I'm just saying 3 to 6 seems like the range. I think it's fair to say that. And that doesn't mean he's irrelevant in either circumstance, right? Like he went in our draft a little bit higher yesterday because of this news, and there's opportunity for this team to put him into a starting lineup. They're playing for the future. Judkins was drafted to be their starter,
He was.
and Ford certainly irrelevant, and Sampson probably not a threat to Judkins talent-wise. So whether it's 3 games in, 6 games in, Judkins will have an opportunity to perform, and they spent such high draft capital. Like, this is not going to be a situation that's held against him. If they come to a contract agreement, it's just going to be get through the suspension,
But
get out on the field.
And you also have a lot has to play out on this because he could sign his contract, go immediately on the commissioner's list of you're not allowed to practice because we're still trying to figure this out in your suspension. So if it's 6, then the guy has to acclimate to the team. So even if you're like, I'm going to take the chance on Judkins, it might be 8, 9 weeks before he's actually giving you any sort of meaningful touches in a game.
Could he end up in a situation where he's playing and they're waiting on disciplinary stuff?
Yeah, for sure.
So that could also be an
It could
outcome
happen.
that we.
That's not how I would see it.
No, I mean, we'll find out as soon as he signs a contract whether he goes on the commish list. That will be telling. Because if he doesn't, he could basically be with the team week 1 on the active roster and then still get a suspension later. But it's so funny to talk about a guy who literally doesn't have a contract yet.
A.J. Brown will play on Thursday Night Football. He is practicing and ready to go, so that's fun. We're going to break down.
A lot of guys are magically healthy now.
We're going to break down the Thursday Night Football matchup on tomorrow's episode, guys. Our first breakdown of the year.
It's so soon.
Najee Harris has been cleared for contact. When asked if he'd be available for week 1, he said he's, quote, ramping up to it.
Oh, we're ramping it up.
Now, it's in Brazil. That would be the week 1 game in Brazil.
I hope they fix that field.
Yeah, that was
a nightmare.
I would skip it with that field. Quentin Johnston cleared concussion protocol. I told people don't forget about him.
Yeah.
Especially like in best ball leagues and stuff like
Sure.
that you're drafting. Like somehow the concussion and people just stopped drafting Quentin Johnston. Like,
well, no one
They
really
gave him permission.
No one wanted to draft him in the first place.
Okay, that makes sense. Matthew Stafford is expected to start against the Texans in week 1. We're going to all be holding our breath every week for a little while.
Every week is going to be expected.
Stephon Diggs expected to play for the Patriots. How much he plays, how well he plays.
I think it'll start a little slow for him, but if he's ready to go week 1, that's fantastic news for long term.
We got our first practice from Juwan Jennings in a very long time, 49ers wide receiver. By the way, Kendrick Bourne visited, as we expected. I don't think they have a contract yet. Do you know this resident 49er Falcon over there?
No, nothing.
Because he's going to go visit with the Commanders.
I think Juwan
if
being back on the
49ers
field probably slowed that down.
Darnell Mooney practicing day-to-day ahead of the first week. And then Jalen Coker. This was big-time news and sucky news, if you believe in Jalen Coker. They traded Thielen away. Coker had the slot role all to himself. And then we found out this weekend, significant quad strain, placed on IR, 4 to 6 weeks. Jalen Coker, goodbye. They signed Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, it means Xavier Legette is, I think, a much better late-round pick. Circling back to Juwan Jennings,
who did not get
Mooney,
drafted in our league.
For real? He went undrafted? I did not realize that. Excuse
Undrafted
me one
Gems.
second.
Now I feel slightly like I shouldn't have told you.
Why don't you talk?
Yeah, waivers will go through tomorrow, Jay. You got some time.
All right.
We have. Did you see the Hunter Renfrow interview, by the way? Where
I did not.
His daughter, I believe, hung up on 10 calls from the agent and the team when they were trying to bring him on to. Because once Coker went out, they called Renfrow to sign him to the active roster.
They couldn't get a hold of him?
She was watching Bluey. So every time the phone call came in, she kept hanging up on the phone call to keep watching Bluey.
Don't interrupt my Bluey.
And then
I'm
eventually
trying to get my feels right now.
They got a hold of him. So there you go. But Jalen Coker's out for a while, which, it's kind of unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Bryce Young, because Coker is another weapon.
Yeah, well,
no Coker, no Thielen.
We'll see how what Renfrow has left.
All right. Anything else? Break? Any news? Information?
We'll keep looking.
That was today's news and notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. All right, we've got Mailbag to get into. Week 1, it's here. This is one of the ad breaks we meant to do. Here we go. Okay, you guys ready to take on Week 1? Are you ready for this?
My body is ready.
All right, let's jump in.
Mailbag.
Yeah!
All right, we got some voicemail questions to get to and a whole bunch of questions from all over social media. If you have a question for the show, you can go to the website, thefantasyfootballers.com, click that submit a question button, or dial our voicemail hotline, 302-464-TFFB. And make sure you pick up the in-season app because all of the start-sit tools and rankings are in there as well. Just search for the Fantasy Footballers on the App Store. All right, we're going to jump in to a voicemail question.
Hey, Ballers. Quick question. I'm trying to decide on who to start in a flex spot in a half PPR. So it's Devonta Smith this Thursday or DJ Moore on Monday night. Thanks.
Wow. Start-sit question, Devonta Smith Thursday. Or DJ Moore. I mean, that's wild.
Yeah, I mean,
One of those guys has to sit.
it's a nice problem to have.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. This is kind of stupid, but it's just the truth. It's very difficult for me opening NFL game if I've got a player I can put in that game. Like I actually think DJ Moore.
I mean, it's a Monday night game.
Yeah,
so
that helps.
You get the
That
Island
helps.
game.
I think DJ Moore is the better play, but it would be so tough for me to watch, the opening game and have a player in it on my bench. Now,
I'd play Devonta Smith.
really?
Yes, I would.
I just
I'd
feel
play
like
Devonta
with
Smith
no
against
Micah
that-
Parsons, if the
the
Eagles
secondary is going to get picked apart.
if the Eagles get off to a strong start, all of a sudden you have the second half where, I mean, we saw it a lot
Yeah, it
last
could
year, right?
happen
It's like
again.
all Barkley.
What's the game line right now?
Ooh, look at
Is
that.
it like 4.5, 5.5?
I'm rusty. I'm not used to pulling these things up.
Yeah. Somebody
Kyle?
tell me, Kyle. 8.5 now. So I guess that lends itself to Jason's argument there. But I think the lack of a pass rush will give Devonta
I
Smith
was
time to run
told-
wild.
I was told that Dallas team is so much better
Well,
now that Micah Parsons is off the roster.
let me tell you this. Jerry Jones is setting himself up for a moment, okay? Because if you beat Philadelphia, the champs,
Yeah.
on the road on Thursday night to open the season,
Mhm.
Yeah.
if you do that,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, it's
But
middle
they did
finger.
not
He
do
will
that.
he will walk
That's what I say.
down the street in the pimp coat.
When I walk in the gas station and I buy all my lotto tickets, I'm like, if I win,
Okay,
I will be king.
yeah. You're
This
like,
is the-
but guess who's not going to win?
this is the NFL. It happens all the dang time. There's a reason I have an almost upset every week.
Are you
And it
going
never
with-
makes no.
you
No,
going-
I'm not doing it. I thought about it. And I'm not doing it. No, I don't believe in it. But we get surprised every week, and we'll be surprised this week. I promise.
Sure.
All right, but maybe not,
Not
on
on
Thursday. So I'll go Devonta Smith officially. Jason, you'll go DJ Moore,
I will.
and Mike, you split the difference.
I'd play Smith.
All right, Logan in Charlotte, North Carolina. Should we finally allow doubtful status to be IR eligible? Chris Godwin's situation being the example. This would be a way to solve a lot of the annoyance of certain moments on platforms where a player has not been declared officially out, but you know they're not going to play. There are a lot of situations that you know that. The team has come out and said it, but maybe they didn't formally make the move. They're asking about doubtful VO.
It's
You can
interesting.
turn that on Sleeper.
Yes, you
Yes. That's I don't mind it. I don't mind
I mean,
having
it's not
that
like
be.
if the
it's-
guy's active, you'd have to cut somebody else to play him.
Exactly.
So
I think it's fine to allow that. It gives. There are so many situations where even a player is announced like he is going to IR or he is out this week,
Right.
but then the team doesn't make the transaction for another day or so, and you're just waiting. So I don't mind that. I think I would allow this if it came up for vote in our league. I would say
Can I share my favorite moment from the draft that you just reminded me of?
sure.
My favorite moment of last night. We have a time before the draft where people can bring up different rules and moments that rules and things for the league,
Things
and
to
you can
vote
bring
on.
them up to vote. And so every year we've had a few things. This is how we got rid of kickers one year, and that's how we added league median scoring. And I just got to give a shout out to the moment of the draft for me, which was Jason Moore. He silenced everybody down. We had 20 people.
He said,
there.
hush now.
He said, I've got a couple things to bring up.
Important, votes.
And he's been thinking about this. He
Oh, yeah.
knows.
I had a Slack
Yeah.
notification reminder that went
bring it
off
up.
yesterday.
I didn't
from
know that.
6 months earlier. 2 big things I wanted to bring up to vote.
League changes that are impactful.
Well, here's why. I'll say what the vote what I argued yesterday is that safeties
Right, yeah.
in fantasy football for your DST should not be 2 points. I mean, you
Yeah.
get in the actual game, you get 2 points, then you get the ball. It's like an
It's
interception.
a big moment.
An interception is 2 points. So
A pick six, you get 2 points for the interception.
Right.
And then your DST scored, so you also get the 6 points.
Exactly.
It's
So I
8
felt
points.
like 2 points for a safety is
And impassioned.
absurd, and so I wanted to move it to 3 points.
Yeah. And then in the middle of you kind of sharing your,
You looked up. You knew that the vote was going to pass.
oh, I said, what? This is right.
So you pull it up because you're the commish, and you were like going to go already and change that in the system, and
Yeah.
then you saw that in our league, safeties are worth 4 points.
They're already worth 4 points.
So
And you withdrew.
I almost nerfed it.
You withdrew your suggestion real quick.
Yeah.
Which
I
was-
did pass another one, though. We now get a point for a stop on 4th down.
That's
Yeah.
a cool one to bring up. Yeah, when your defense stops the opposing team going for it on 4th down, we're awarding
It's
a
a
point
turnover.
this year.
Yeah, it is a turnover.
Yeah, I'm
On
like
downs.
80% of the way fully on board there. I guess I don't really have context for how many times it happens in a game.
Not much.
Probably not a lot, right?
No.
Maybe 1 or 2 times max.
It really depends on.
I guess it's kind
are
of
you
tough.
playing the Lions?
Well, it's
Yeah,
the,
one of
it's
the teams
the
that
4th
goes.
and short. It's goal line stands,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's also desperation, right?
Right.
End of half type stuff. Now, would it count as a 4th down stop if you're on 4th down with like 5 seconds left in the half and you throw a Hail Mary? That'd be a 4th down stop, probably, right?
Mm.
So there's some nuance there, I think, that might not be
'Cause
accounted
you
for.
didn't pick up the first down, you're
We
saying?
will beta test it for the
Yeah.
people, and we'll let you know if like defenses are getting 5 extra points a week. That was my worry, but of course, Kyle says he'll just look up the data. Oh, okay, Kyle. All right.
Nerd.
Let's jump into another voicemail question.
Hey, ballers. This is Dr. Fumbles. I just got done with my draft, and I went to look at my projections, and it's got me projected for last place. I got all the good players, Marion Hampton, Travion Henderson, Golden, Ibuka, Josh Allen. Is there anything I can do to change it from me being last place?
That
Thank
was
you.
4 rookies.
That was 4 rookies. I saw a
Yeah,
team.
that would be why you're projected for last, I would imagine, because whatever system you're in, you can't like properly projecting a rookie is difficult. You know, like Travion Henderson is right now the backup. Ramonde's probably the starter for a few weeks, if not the whole season. So how do you like properly say no? The RB2 is just so much better and is going to way outscore his projections. Don't even worry about that. Also, Dr. Fumbles.
Dr. Fumbles is a
That
fabulous
is a
name.
fantastic name.
It's also how you may have been ranked last as well.
Right.
I will say this. Somebody sent me a note this week, and they said one of my teammates drafted all rookies and was bragging to everybody, and we all made fun of him. And he showed the roster, and I was like, he's starting Genty and Hampton. Then he's got, Egbuka, Tet McMillan, Matthew Golden. Then he's got Tyler Warren at tight end. I'm going, this team.
That's a pretty good team.
Now, I also think he put like Cam Ward in, and I was like, that's where
I
I go
Don't do that.
a different direction. But it's like you can draft all rookies right now and probably be in really good shape.
If you're going to do it, this is the year to do it.
Also,
RJ Harvey in the flex.
I don't know where you got the draft grade, if you're using the draft analyzer, be a little bit more worried. If it's on the platform, I feel like if a platform itself gives you a good post-draft grade, you did a bad job.
Yeah, the post-draft grade doesn't matter.
Not at all.
It helps you if it gives you analysis. Like that's why we built an analyzer that doesn't just give you a grade. It's more about like how you can improve your team. But if it's just a grade, I mean, we all want to be graded high.
Yeah.
We all want the zero.
I want that
the
dopamine
0-0
hit, man.
record victory lap. But
Don't worry about it.
Matt in Canada writing in.
Which part of Canada are we talking about?
He says bonjour.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow it. Bonjour.
Okay.
Why is the fantasy community so eerily quiet on Justin Herbert? He's a year removed from being a monster hype pick. Seems healthy. Stud young running back. Quality receiving options. What am I missing? He did go on our draft yesterday. Do you feel like the fantasy community is eerily quiet or appropriately quiet?
I think it's eerily quiet. When I look at the opportunity for a really successful fantasy season, the addition of Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnston being back, Ladd in year 2, a more capable running back in the receiving game, there are clear and obvious ways how it works for Herbert. He's one of those guys that in most single quarterback leagues I see he is not drafted, and I always wonder if that's a big mistake, if you should even just scoop him up as a second quarterback, keep him in case he ends up with a breakout season, because he has the capabilities. He is a quality. I think we all just worry.
Yes.
It's all just we worry about Harbaugh and too much running and all of that, but he's a great quarterback with great weapons.
Pure passer. I think a lot of people would say like Joe Burrow. Some people think Joe Burrow is the best pure quarterback. Herbert is in the conversation as best throwers of the football in the NFL.
Yes.
So it's all the periphery, right? If you took Justin Herbert and you swapped him and Joe Burrow's situations, Justin Herbert would be a top draft pick.
Yes.
I
Right?
agree. But we've just been like, it's been since 2021. That's when Justin Herbert was last great for
Welcome to the
fantasy
pocket
football.
passer problem.
I mean, in 2023, he only played 13 games. He was at 17.9 points per week. I was trying to go look up where
Points
that
per
would,
week. Nice.
Yeah, it's just,
It's right.
yeah, that's
But I've
right.
never heard it before.
Points per game. So I mean, it's just that I think that's the issue is it's been so long since he has really given you anything of value. And then when a team takes a running back in the first round, they're saying what they want to be.
Yeah. Okay. Great question from Twitter here. How do you recover from a terrible, in all caps, draft?
Andy, why don't you answer?
Well, I do it every year, so
You draft,
guess I will-
terribly every year.
well, I mean,
You
Did
eat
I
pieces of crap for breakfast?
did I draft terribly?
Let me go look.
Answer that question. Did I draft terribly, or did I have a terrible draft class?
You had a terrible draft.
Okay, like I didn't mess up a pick in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth rounds.
No,
you
did not.
couldn't.
You
So
didn't.
every year I do this. Every year I sell picks, and
Can't
I come
miss if
back.
you don't shoot. Wayne Gretzky.
I come back. I just look. You can make fun of it all you want, but I didn't have picks to make, so my draft class sucks. And every single year I'd come back and do it. Last year, I had a similarly horrible draft class. I played Al in the title game. What you have to do is recognize the fact that, like Mike said at the top, the season can be broken down into chunks. What did I do last night? I tried to buy like the first few weeks of the season.
You're buying some time.
J.K. Dobbins is going to start. Nick Chubb's going to start, right? Debo Samuel's probably going to have his best weeks to start the year. I'm going to figure it out after that.
Right.
I wasn't looking to, and then I stacked a bunch of rookies at the back, which is like, okay, so I got the old men at the front, rookies at the back, and guess what? I got fab to spend. I got picks from next year to trade. That's how I'm going to figure it out. But I think this question is more related to tilt. It's more related to, hey, I felt like the draft as it was going, I made bad picks. I didn't feel like I made the right picks. It started to snowball. And that happens. And then you're like, oh, crap, I'm screwed. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Nope.
Because every ranking that we have, shocker, it's going to be not many of them are going to be right. That's our best opportunity. That's our best projection.
Yeah, you just got to take your time. Don't zoom out. Zoom in 1 week at a time and just be really aggressive on the waiver wire.
And if you stick through the season, like so many managers, a month in, especially 2 months in, they start to check out a lot more.
Sure.
And so matchups, injuries happen. If they're not active on the waiver wire, I find that, when you're getting to weeks 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, some of your matchups get easier if your opponents have kind of checked out a little bit. So just don't be the one that checks out, and it will get easier as you go along.
Absolutely. But, yeah, Nick Chubb, baby. All right.
Oh, man, it would be what a story for the NFL this season if Nick Chubb could look anything like he used to look, and it would be so awesome. The odds feel low, but it would be everyone would celebrate. Like literally everyone. We all love Nick Chubb.
What are the implications of Mixon if he doesn't play? If he doesn't play, Chubb or Pierce are going to be the bell cow on a team that's projected to win the division. So you take your shot. I mean, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
All of the ambiguous backfield situations, that's what you do.
You just
Judkins.
You need
Chubb.
Nick Chubb to have something because with that offensive line, you gotta.
Oh gosh.
You have to be able to break some tackles.
Yep. Absolutely.
Or Nico Collins is going to be the number 1 overall fantasy wide receiver.
That is also a possibility. Jayden Higgins could awaken.
Yeah, he could.
Maybe. Or CJ Stroud could be on his back most of the season.
We'll
find out.
And, I mean, if you want to talk undrafted gems real quick, because Jayden Higgins is very exciting. It's a second-round pick. Christian Kirk is a vet who has gotten it done.
Who's a starter
many times and is a starter, probably out there on 2 wide receiver sets. And I mean, my diatribe of Nick Chubb being back, it would be an awesome story. I don't know that I believe it can happen. So they're going to have to throw. And Christian Kirk is going to be he'll be up in the pecking order before Jayden Higgins is allowed a chance for his breakout.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs at the beginning of last year was
right.
a very valuable fantasy asset. He's playing the exact same role.
Instagram question, Laudino. Well, we'll get to it right after this break. You'll have to do the math. I'll put it that way.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Look, Prize Picks is the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones are not? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. They also invented the Flex Play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. Download the app today and use code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Foot Clan, draft day is on the way. You got your rankings, you got those sleepers, you got your can't miss picks, but you know what? You need sometimes a backup because, well, even the best fantasy football team in the world doesn't go according to plan. Sometimes those starters, they don't show up. Wouldn't it be great if you could have the same peace of mind everywhere else? With Progressive, you get more than just a policy. You get a playbook full of coverage options you can count on for your home and for your auto. Want to customize your protection? No problem. You can build your coverage just like your fantasy team, making sure that you have the right players in every position and a backup when you need it most. And when life throws an audible like a fumble in the driveway or a hailstorm at home, Progressive is there with 24/7 support. Don't get caught without a great backup. Visit Progressive.com to quote today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. All right, back at it into the mailbag. Laudino writes in, hey, ballers, how many leagues are you in this year?
Oh, gosh.
I love the show. We have been asked this question every year. I've always been more proud to say, hey, we keep it tight, right?
Yeah.
Like we
really got away from us this year.
It really did.
I think I'm in 9. And that would be the conservative answer.
I am an 8, and I don't want to be in that many.
One's a best ball.
I'm in 10.
One's a
lot of them are dynasties.
one's a chop league.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to get chopped real early. But we keep it down to a handful of like high priority leagues because we want to have the same level of dedication, commitment, passion with specific teams and players. So we're relating to you.
It's the care and like people ask, oh, how do I know if I'm in too many leagues? Number one is when Tuesday shows up, you go, ugh. If you make that sound because you know how many waivers you have to go take care of, you're in too many leagues. Or on Sunday, if you literally don't know who to root for
yeah.
because you're like, everyone I root for is rooting against myself at the exact same time, then you're probably in too many leagues as well.
Yeah. No, I love that as the simplest answer. If you on waiver day are like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But
Which, if you're in too many leagues, the ultimate dashboard, our tool for our in-season is
Very helpful.
It really, really helps.
Well, one of the
that
questions
situation.
that we got, I put a Twitter post about like, do you enjoy your Ultimate Foot Clan membership and what are some tools that you enjoy and things like that? And I got a lot of great answers, good feedback, but way too many people saying, can you expand the team cap? So I think there are more like,
oh man,
more people out
you
there that
degenerates.
they get to maybe they get to waiver wire with 25 teams and they go, oh yeah.
Maybe.
We'll find out. All right, easy question here. Maybe you already have it in your head. Comes from YMV on X. Who are you most excited or worried to see the first 2 weeks, Mike? Is that could
Ken
it be
Walker.
one name
It's Kenneth Walker.
for both?
Yes. It's Kenneth Walker of what does
Who you did not snag yesterday and you thought you were going to get him.
I thought I was slotted for him and then the first round did not go the way that I mocked or the way that I thought it was going to go. Bit of a bummer, but
That's how it goes.
These things happen, but it's because for Ken Walker, everything is he really healthy? Is the rest plan worked for him? And what does the actual timeshare look like? Because it could legit be 50-50, and even if it is 50-50, I'm still think that Ken Walker is going to be a great pick. But like that's the question: is how great could it be if Ken Walker stays healthy with the new blocking scheme and everything?
Couple of fun facts from Mike's draft last night. One, doesn't have Ken Walker.
I don't.
2, does have Zach Charbonnet.
I do.
And 3, had so many picks and drafted well, which is a real problem. Which is a real problem for our league.
We're back, baby.
Yeah, he drafted very well. The draft fell to him properly, and he maneuvered, and it's really unfortunate because
hey, one man's good draft means other people drafted poorly too. So
yeah, I think you probably had all my picks. All right, let's go ahead and turn the page here. MSJ writes in, is Jayden Reed worth dropping for a receiver on the waiver wire? For example, Isaac Tesla.
No, I love Tesla. I love the upside, but that is still that feels like a longer term type of a play. You're going to be stashing him and trying to see what happens. Jayden Reed, I'm terrified. When the people who said Reed is off my board, that doesn't bother me because it will be every single week. Of Wednesday is going to show up. Jayden Reed is not practicing. Thursday, Jayden Reed is resting today, and then you're like, oh gosh, please give me a limited practice on Friday, and he'll do that, and then try and go play. So it'll be a week to week heart attack for you to know if you can actually rely on Jayden Reed, and it's like you're going to have to make all these contingent plans just in case. But then if Reed plays, you're gonna play him. So
yeah, he's tough. He fell very, very far in our draft last night. I remember being on the clock and being like, do I want to draft him with this foot issue? And I did not.
See?
Well, because I think my brain goes to this ceiling season is gone now.
Yes.
That's how it feels.
Yeah.
Because we've already dealt with Jayden Reed being like weirdly hurt every week, and it was his foot at times. So this issue, I guess he just misplayed the recovery, because if you were needing surgery on this, you would have done it a long time ago and been ready for the season.
Yeah, perhaps.
And just tried
his ADP was already like very low. So I mean the fantasy community was kind of over understanding what he is as a player, but we're over he explodes week 1 and 3 and then he just vanishes.
Are you trapped with him in Dynasty?
I don't think you're trapped. Because I think he'll still have a good career, but this year might just be one that you get to throw away.
Super. All right. This question's great. Jason, think about it. Who is a guy that you may have been on the fence about or weren't in love with, but now that you drafted him to your League of Record team, you are now behind him 100%?
I know
You know yours?
I know my answer, yeah.
All right, who's yours?
It's Andy's fantasy MVP, DK Metcalf.
Oh, man. That is so funny.
He's going to be so great, guys. You're a bunch of idiots for not drafting him.
When you picked him,
he's going to be so good.
I felt a little bit of joy inside. When you took him, I was like, he is listening, maybe.
The targets, guys.
Oh, he's all about it. Kyle Pitts.
That's right. You took Kyle Pitts. For me, it's Dak. Like, I'm fully invested. I got the Dak.
But you didn't doubt him beforehand.
Well, I didn't really draft guys I didn't like. I mean, I would say
that's fair. Let me look at this
Pittman.
roster.
Pittman comes to mind.
That was different. You took him ahead of Downs.
I did, yeah.
By rounds.
I kept trying to trade back because I knew I didn't need to,
You drafted all
no
guys.
one wants Pittman?
I got one for you.
Okay.
I definitely have one for you. You drafted almost exclusively your guys.
Right. Except?
Keon Coleman.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Yeah.
He's going to be great.
Dude, he's going to be sensational. Year 2 leap. I mean, alpha. True dog.
Yeah, you've always said it, from what I remember. Yeah, that's the only name on there that everybody else on your entire team, I feel like
Scattaboo,
they were
Tillman.
true Jason picks. Yeah, Cedric Tillman.
Yeah.
Now, are you a pick short?
No, I grabbed Marshawn Lloyd with the last pick, so I threw him on the IR.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
He's going to clog that IR.
He's going to.
Like, we have roster cloggers who just sit on your bench. Like, there's nothing I do with this. Marshawn Lloyd's just going to destroy you that you can't put your hurt players on the IR.
We have 2 IRs, so
Yeah, well,
thank goodness.
You have one all year.
You got one Lloyd slot and one open slot. All right, let's close here. Matt wants to know, because people want to know every year, Mike, but for the fantasy hitman himself,
Yes.
what is the dip recipe again?
Yes.
I need to kick the weekend off with the Mike fantasy hitman special dip.
I should have tweeted it out, but so 1 serving size of the dip, which it's probably good for a couple people, so you might want to double it. But the portions are a half pound of. I go with the sweet Italian sausage. Some people like going with the spicy. All you brown that up real easy, and then you get a crock pot and you throw in a block of Philly cream cheese. Don't skimp on the cream cheese. Don't go generic brand. Get the good stuff. And then 1 can of Rotel. And you can drain it if you want. I don't drain it. I just go 1 can in, put the meat and the cream cheese in there. It's very easy to make, and it is very delicious.
All right, that is going to do it for the Tuesday episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. It's a great time to click that follow button on Spotify, on Apple, wherever you're listening, that subscribe button on YouTube. The season about to kick off, and we'd love to be here with you all the way to the end. So please hang out with us. Hang out with that champ over there in Deucer's Alley, Al Borland, who
Where's the trophy?
gets a few final
It's still in the war room out there.
All right,
a few
all right.
final moments. Go ahead and throw that picture back up, Al. Let's see it. I'm sure you've got it. Just look at the champ. Boy.
It was well
Savor
done.
it. Savor it, because it won't be there for long. All right, that'll do it for today's show. Get into the Megalo Bowl. Couple draft slots left. MegaloBowl.com. We'd love to have you there with us. Over 20,000 in the Megalo Bowl right now. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.